It's a nice spring day. It's been raining the whole night and our plants are just nourishing. Anyway, welcome to this edition where today we shall be looking at these allotment gardens, as they're called by the Englishman. In the US they're called community gardens, and in Sweden we do call them Kolonilotter, and if you may wish, you can call them colony gardens. So it's going to be an interesting day. We look forward. In Kenya apparently we have this type of gardening, but they're called schemes. Although schemes are in a much bigger scale and more commercial based. These ones are more family oriented, individual, and on a much smaller scale. So welcome guys. By the end of this session, I hope we're going to learn or get tips about how they do their cultivation, how they do their gardening, what type of plants they grow, what it takes to get a place on this type of organization, and that type of tips. We shall also look a bit about what type of constructions they have for their gardening. So welcome, and let's just move on. one basic concept with these allotment gardens is the use of recycled material, where everything around, all the trees collected from just within this garden, and they used to make very simple structures that are very, very useful. Like in this case, I'm seeing a shade. This is my neighbor with a shade, and she's got all her vegetables under here. There's this plastic and this very simple greenhouse, which are very important. Like when you're doing your seedlings, they use them, and then when your seedlings have grown a little bit, they just remove them, pack them till next season. So that's a very good concept. We do also very organic type of farming, where we don't use chemicals. Most of the tools that we use here, they're very basic, like the traditional type, and a little bit modern, but not extremely modern, the way you definitely must have read about industrialization in your school life, and apparently this was the catalyst to this type of farming, because most of this it led to most poor families, families that were very much dependent on agriculture in the countryside, to move into the cities for greener pastures. And what happened was, when they moved in the city, they suddenly realized that they needed a place to grow some bit of vegetables, to grow fruits, to grow flowers, and they didn't have a place. That led to the formation of associations which manages this type of activity. And to be in these associations, you have to be a member and then pay the registration fee before you can actually be given a portion of this type of farming. So this is one of the very beautiful, very simple ways they're using to grow vegetables in a very simple manner, very organized, and it seems like this raised gardens, which is very popular in this area, it works very well because they can easily divide in small clusters where in this case they're growing spring onions, they've got carrots, they've got I can see they've got some spinach, then they've got this is a fruit, this is some flowers, very salad vegetables. So it's a small place with just these pallets, and they seem to work very well. It's very popular, easy to construct, and the good part with it is that there's very good drainage in this type of small boxes, and you can also just concentrate on the small part that you're growing, put your manure there, and use it in a maximum way. So as we have seen, it's actually quite popular, but somebody may wonder what type of benefits do people get with this type of activity. Number one, they grow vegetables. These small gardens provide vegetables to a lot of families around. That's why they are very, very popular. They do plants, they've got a lot of fruits also too. Like here we have blackberries, very good. A lot of flowers from these allotment gardens. Apart from that, there's more to that when you look at the psychological part, because when you stay in the city, in today's perspective, somebody may think of something like urban gardening, which is actually a version of this, but this is a more traditional type. The urban gardening, people tend to think more growing upwards. Here we don't have so many higher raised gardens. It's only most on one level, but it's the same concept. People need to come in contact with they need to come in contact with plants, they need to come in contact with nature. So this is a very, very healthy place when you think in those lines. People do get time to socialize. The old people, they do come here, they socialize with one another. Maybe they get tired of staying at home, and in that sense, we do have also like children, not children's home in Sweden. I wouldn't think in those lines. I would think more of like mental institutions. They really use this type of a place because this is healing. It's healing to anybody who's sick. It's healing to anybody who's to a family. Families do come here. They come with their food. They sit down. They mingle. They talk their issues. The parents have come to work. They're tired of staying at home, so they end up to this type of a place. So by the end of the day, this is a very, very good concept. I can understand why it's become so popular. So anyway, this is Hustle a Day. Please, if you're new on the channel, do subscribe and give us a like, because it's a very young channel. If you've subscribed, so thank you so much, and I hope you're enjoying the content. This is Hustle a Day, giving you content that helps you to maybe discover yourself. It helps to motivate you and that type of thing. So until next time, do take care.
bra, fantastiskt, vilken dag vi har.
Ja, det är
underbart. Underbart. Svensk högsommar, nästan.
Yeah. Anyway, hi guys, welcome back. Today we have my friend Thomas, and he's going to get us through about the process that you need to get these allotment gardens, and also he'll explain a little bit what we get from having these allotment gardens. Välkommen
Tack.
Thomas, vad är processen innan man får en kolonilott?
Jo, det är ju så här att den här föreningen startar ju upp, var det 1986.
Ja.
Och det är för dem som bor i vår begård, som detta området heter. Fantastiskt fin plats nära Mälaren. Båtbrygga har vi nära till centrum och nära till där jag och John jobbar här. Jo, så att man ställer sig i kö till den här föreningen då. Ja. Och vi fick den här kolonilotten 2005. Så den har vi ju haft nu i faktiskt, vad blir det, 16 år, va?
Det är lång tid.
Det är lång tid, ja. Ja. Och så att när vi tog över den här lotten så var det, kan man säga, väldigt oordning. Vi fick gräva upp allting. Vi började första året sätta potatis. Och jag satte de här vinbärsbuskarna, tänkte hoppas det tar sig. Vi satte rabarber. Så att antingen kan man ha frukt, grönsaker, man kan sätta potatis, bärbuskar. Man kan sätta vad som helst, men man kan ju inte ha någon stuga eller sånt där, utan tanken är ju som vi har stenplattor. Och sen har vi det här bordet vi har fått då.
Så man kan komma och sitta
och fika. Vi kan sitta och fika, vi kan sitta och grilla och allting, va? Så det är som en liten oas här, så att säga.
Absolut.
Ja.
Men att man har ett sånt här kolonilott, det har blivit väldigt populärt.
Ja.
Vad får man tillbaka? Varför ska man ha en kolonilott?
Okej. Jag tror så här att många är ju pensionärer, många är kanske lite ensamma eller sådär. Dels så har du det umgänget med många andra personer som gör att det är väldigt trevligt. Man byter kanske, vi har gjort här, vi har bytt plantor till exempel, vi har fått krusbärsbuskar, vinbärsbuskar och så vidare, va? Så då har det sociala umgänget. Och sedan då så är ju nöjet och glädjen att du kan odla dina egna grönsaker och bärbuskar och sådär. Så du kan äta och dela med till andra här, va? Ibland är det ju så faktiskt att några av våra grannar kan komma till exempel med bär eller någon slags grönsak. Varsågod, det kan ni göra en gryta och allting.
Ja, precis. Ja. Jag tänkte också för familj. För de här, det ägs av mest det individuellt som ägarställe. Och de ibland kommer med deras familj.
Ja.
Liksom,
precis, det är riktigt.
Sitta och umgås.
Ja,
liksom.
Hela familjen kan komma. Hela familjen hjälper till liksom och gräver, skördar och planterar och så vidare. Sitter och fikar och myser, va? Som
vi gör.
Ja, exakt.
Skål.
Ja, skål då. Skål. Cheers.
Så det kan man göra på en kolonilott. Skåla på kaffe.
Ja, precis. Skål.
Ja, men vad trevligt.
Det är det.